Welcome, Karmic Psychics, to another episode with me, Karmic Psychic, with my lovely listeners who, for the week commencing the 10th of April to the 17th of April, we will be looking at the astrological overview, followed by a personal reading based on your personal sign. Now, the thing is, this is a very important astrological time, as it is an astrological new year, as Sun enters into Ashwini Nakshatra from the 14th of April until the 28th of April. Now, we know it as Mesha Sankranti. Mesha Sankranti is basically when Sun is in its first house of the zodiac, and it is a time of new beginnings, letting go of the old you and embracing the new you, with Mercury moving out of Ashwini Nakshatra on the 8th of April and slowly going towards a point of revelations. Sun and Mercury will be together in conjunction from the 1st of April, which has already occurred, until the 15th of May. I wanted to bring Mercury and Sun into light as their combination. Now, Sun and Mercury are enemies as planets, so this time until the 15th of May, the new changes that come about for every star sign, it is a time when you will have to compromise or perhaps use your mind intelligently to overcome people, issues, topics that once you had closed the door to. So until the 15th of May, I expect you to grow mentally and be extremely tactful in this period. With Sun in Ashwini Nakshatra from the 14th of April, I feel that for the fire signs, especially for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius signs, that this will be an extremely volatile experience, in that you may feel that you are being pushed immensely to face things which you have stubbornly closed the door on. So this is a time when you will have to compromise, cool your temper, approach, embrace new beginnings as you evolve, and accept that you are evolving. This is a learning process. For the earth signs, for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this is a time when you must take a step back about thinking less about others and focusing more on yourself, on your health, on your family, siblings, children, your own siblings. It is very important that you try to attain a balance internally, emotionally, reconnecting, as opposed to the world. What do they think? This is a time of self-reflection for the earth signs. For the air signs, for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, this is a time of being very careful about who you share your thoughts with. This is a time of attaining a balance between your personal life and your public life. Making sure that your personal life doesn't become a public chat, a public discussion. For the water signs, for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, this is a time when you have to push yourself slightly to come out of isolation and reconnect on a professional, personal manner with more optimism, because there's so many opportunities coming your way. And especially for Cancer, to stop taking your frustrations out on the female women in your life, whether that be your mother, your partner, your sister, good friend. It's a very important time to accept that you are at fault at times instead of blaming others. For Scorpio, this is a time where you're going through a huge transformation through your health, pushing through your mental challenges. For Pisces, this is a time when you are going to have to let go of some trauma that you've been holding on for years, and just moving forward without any guilt. Let it go. Now, Sun, clearly this week we are with Sun in Aries. Now it has moved from Pisces Revati Nakshatra and moved now into Ashwini Nakshatra. So moved away from Pisces, the water sign, into Aries. This point we know as Gandanta. Now, it is important to understand that through this week alone, that a lot can change, and it will change. New people or people from your past trying to reconnect with you. Again, I have made my point. I hope you understand. I leave it to you to let me, message me as you do, and let me know how this week progresses for you. Now, Venus, towards the middle of the week, Venus will go into Taurus Nakshatra. Venus will be in its own house. Venus is very content in Taurus from the 14th of April until the 26th, and it will be in Rohini Nakshatra. This is a time of love, pleasure, having a good life, luxury, holidays, spending on oneself, on goods, on a new home, or spending lots on the home for all star signs. Venus in Taurus can also bring lots of social gatherings, family gatherings. Venus in Taurus can also bring a real treat where you may be spending a lot on yourself, also perhaps on family. The home life, food matters, the diet. This is another focus with Venus in Taurus. Venus in Taurus for many women is also about their health, becoming more in touch with themselves, with self-love, letting go of issues that have been holding them back, going through a huge transformation where, you're becoming to accept yourself as opposed to what people will think of you. Venus in Taurus also is a huge time for love and passion. Old lovers, new lovers coming into your life. Now, next week we will discuss in more detail Mercury in retrograde, as it will be upon us between April the 21st to 15th of May. And that is a discussion I will take a lot more time with. But let's move on swiftly to the star signs. What does this week, 10th of April to the 17th of April, bring for you? Aries, this is a time with business partnerships, renewing old relationships or business partnerships, and moving forward into potential business collaborations. New ones with others can be extremely positive and successful for you. Aries, in terms of relationships, this is a time when you may let go of an old love and be entering a new love this week in this phase. All of April is very lucky for Aries regarding love life. It's also a very important time, Aries, for you to reinvent yourself, take yourself a little bit more serious and get to your goals. This is a very good time when people, seniors in particular, can notice your great skills and encourage you along the way. Aries, this is also a very, very good time for those who are going to enter a serious relationship, marriage, engagement. This is the week where you may seriously think about spending or expressing your love to someone extremely special. Taurus, this week is all about your spending, your health, your children, your siblings. Taurus, this is a time when you will gain lots of pleasure from perhaps going to some social events, weddings, parties. For those who are single, this is a time when you can meet your new love or face a new relationship by entering a circle of family where someone will introduce you to someone. Taurus, this is also a time when your health is very, very much requires your attention, and let go of what the world is doing. Focus more on your health, your personal relationships with your children, with your siblings. This is very important to address in this time, as opposed to being flippant about these important relationships. Make the effort this week and see the results flourish later in the year. With Geminis, you may be facing competition or false accusations from some people because your competitors are quite threatened by your progress. However, this is a time for you to choose one or two of your skills and execute them wonderfully. You don't need validation from others whether you're doing a good job or not. This is a time when you must focus and believe in yourself and become your best friend, and it will pay off. Cancer, this is a time about investments, home expenses. Avoid conflicts with mother or other females in your home. Cancer, this is a time for you to take care of your diet. This is a time about you taking care about sleeping on time. This is also a time when you may be in a negotiation period of buying or selling a property, or spending on a property, and the results will be fruitful towards the end of the year. For Leo, avoid your harsh brashness with seniors. Be careful how you speak to your elders, as it can leave very painful remarks with your family or seniors. Improve the way you communicate with elders. Also be careful that when you lose your temper, that you are not in public, or if you are at home, that your elders are not upset with the way you carry yourself. This is a time when your temper must be controlled this week. This is a time when personal relationships can be improved. Perhaps a trip away together and talking about the things that make you happy and don't make you happy is on the cards. Be careful with your lower back and be careful with your joints, Leo. And eat well. If there are certain foods that don't suit you, even if they may be healthy, try to find alternatives this week. For example, if dairy doesn't suit you, maybe try plant-based milk instead. It may be suited to your stomach. For Virgos, trips abroad can bring you lots of joy with family. However, in the back of your mind, you may be concerned about elderly family's health, an elderly person's health. Also regarding your work is at work. You're on holiday. If you are on holiday, learn not to worry, not to be responsible for everyone's actions. It will let everyone else realize what they are doing. This is a time about you to relax, enjoy yourself with family. This is a time to let go of things that are not in your control. Also, with regards to work, there is a possibility of changes occurring in your work life towards the end of the month, which can be beneficial for you in the long term. Libra, this is a time for Librans when your health, your lower back and your stomach area must be focused on. Avoid gossip, because the gossip that you do can backfire on you towards the end of the week. In terms of your relationships, if you are not happy with particular relationships, it's better that you openly discuss what the concerns are as opposed to gossiping, because your information translated by somebody else can convey the wrong message back. Scorpios, this is a time when you will indulge in expenses, in self-love. A true friend will come into your life this week who will try to guide you back on the right track. New opportunities regarding your work will be fruitful towards the end of the year. This is also a time when self-care is important. Your diet is improving. You're seeing the benefits of perhaps a better diet. There's also a chance where you will be confronted with an old lover, and you will have to choose between who you are with now But I will say to you, live in the present moment and live knowing that you deserve to be treated right, and this is the person that should be coming forward for you. For Sagittarius, this is a time when lots of opportunities can come your way. You see opportunities in every meeting. You see opportunities with your friends where you can do things together, joint ventures. However, your passion to succeed, is it really in the hands of your friends or is it in your hands, Sagittarius? This is a week where an old flame will be on your mind, and reconnecting with them next week seems highly likely. With regards to your spending, your self-love, your self-care, it's always here. However, be careful with your feet, your teeth, and improve your vitamin intake because bone deficiency can be on the cards. Capricorn, this is a time for work success where you may be in two minds about your career, taking one step forward and then taking three behind. This is a time when family can be your main focus. However, you need to have a balance this week between your work life and your home life. Be careful with your own health. Your chest area, your stomach area can be of concern this week. With regards to your personal relationships do require you both to sit down and for you to openly express what you're not happy about. As I feel that you could be taken for granted, and this week is a week when it will all get on top of you. Focus on yourself, Capricorns. Take some time out to read a book, time to relax. Aquarius, this is a time of travel, fun, friends, family. However, you must be careful. You must be careful with your eating, because I'm not sure if you're eating enough, Aquarius, in this transit. This is also a time when an important friend can be made in this week who can become a lifelong friend. Aquarius, this is also a time for those who have siblings that you may quarrel quite a bit in this time, but you must refrain from getting angry. Enjoy this week because there's so many more pluses, Aquarius, to the minuses here. Pisces, don't let your home life be your only haven. Go out, be sociable. Don't live in guilt. It's okay to have fun, Pisces. This is a time when you must spend more time with your family over work, because I feel that you're not getting a balance here. Even your health, it could be weighing you down because you're not spending enough time, perhaps going for long walks, going to the gym. This is a time when you must attain a balance this week, otherwise it will all get too much. So for all the star signs this week, let's look at the personal, the singles out there. So for Aries, this is a time when a new love can come into your life, and it will be like you're closing the door on one person and opening the door to someone new. For Taurus, this is a time when an existing relationship needs to be revived. Going out together, going on a date, and reconnecting in this relationship will be good. For Geminis, this is a time when you'll have to choose between one person as opposed to getting your fulfillment from different people for different things. Perhaps one is mentally more talkative, somebody else looks good in public, a third one may, be very sentimentally drawn to you. However, Geminis, a relationship, there are so many beautiful people to invest your love in. However, this is a time not to be afraid. Don't let your past trust issues affect you getting close to someone. Cancer, this is a time when an existing relationship will be very important to you, hold more value, as time spent together and years of being there with each other makes you feel more trusting of this person. Leos, this is a time when someone really does want to spend more time with you. However, you are so comfortable in your own space that this is your challenge, that find a balance between your time out to being with someone who is willing to go out of their way to be with you. Virgo, this is a time in relationships when you may be quite happy just doing the practical side of things in your relationship. However, you need to show emotionally more, express more, go on a date, talk about the things that upset you, as opposed to holding them in. This is a good time for Virgos to actually open up. For Librans, this is a time in relationships when sometimes you will feel flighty, want to pack it in, leave the relationship, but there is a relationship here that is worth pursuing. Someone is showing interest in you, Librans, and a relationship which serves you no more. Is it worth holding on to when a new relationship can bring you so much more respect, trust, and possible unlimited adventures? Scorpio, this is a time of letting go of the old sentimental aspects of a relationship that no longer serve you, and for you to enjoy the existing relationship. Sagittarius, this is a time when you are a magnet. So many are dying for your attention. So many are drawn to you like a magnet. However, you are afraid to commit. You're afraid to love. But is this something to do with your past that's stopping you from taking your love life seriously? Do you need to run away from everyone? For how long? For how long, Sagittarius? Capricorn, this is a time when in love that you will be extremely besotted with someone, but you're afraid to open up. Perhaps this is a time to be brave. And what's the worst thing that can happen? But yet, towards the end of the week, I think that you will be very happy that you did let off this weight off your chest and just tell someone that you did like them and you would be interested in going on a date. Like I said, what is the worst thing that could happen? Aquarius, this is a time when someone will be extremely drawn to you, will find you extremely charming, will love your eyes. This is a great time for romance and travel for you, Aquarius, this week. I feel that you're going to meet someone who is going to be a lifelong partner. For Pisces, this is a week when you must not let gossip block your relationship with a potential new love. If you like someone, go up to them directly and don't be afraid, because someone has their eye on you, could be stalking you and just waiting for that opportunity to get to know you more. Okay, so these are the readings for this week, Karmic Psychics. Next week, I will discuss Mercury retrograde with you in more detail and how it will impact all star signs. In the meantime, I leave you to enjoy this week, love and light, and do not forget that if you want 25% off your personal chart, then just go to my website, www.karmicpsychic.co.uk, go to the contact page, leave me your details and I will get back to you. And for all the listeners that listen to me weekly, thank you. And thank you for your messages. I'm really happy that I'm connecting with you and you are connecting with me on a weekly basis, and raising your concerns where you need more clarity with any planetary transits and how they impact you. But a personal reading, I will give you discount this week. So all you have to quote is Karmic Psychic and you will get your 20% off. Love and light, Karmic Psychics. Until next week, bye-bye.